This is 140 Trail Creek. So we do have some views of mountains here through the trees, even a little tiny peak right here. And it is a flat roof home. The home sits way down low, which is great for the snow factor and the wind factor. So Deb is the listing agent of the house. She told me that it does not get much snow here and not nearly as much wind. But if it is windy here, then it's definitely going to be windy through the Paradise Valley, which is the valley south of Livingston. So that's something to think about. There is one neighbor that has a big shop right here, but that's the only thing that you can see from this spot. And then certainly down low at the house, you're not going to see any neighbors. So they do have quite a few garden beds, and there's a lot more down below that we will see. This is a propane tank that you would need to refill. You should fill it once a year just to make sure that you have enough to service you through the whole year. This is the wellhead. So that's where the well is actually drilled down to the ground, and then it's piped, through into the house. We do have some skylights. They did redo the roof just a couple years ago with this membrane. They did have a little bit of a water leak that came into one of the bedrooms inside the house. We can start to hear the creek. We've got this super cute private patio right here at the house. These are all amazingly huge juniper trees. And then we have the creek that runs right through the property. We have more garden space over here, and this is the little kind of a shop. It has power to it, but it does not have plumbing right now, so it would take a little more work to make this like a guest cabin, but you could just have it as like a studio, and then they would have to come inside to the main house to use the bathroom. Would be an option. We've got more garden space, just kind of a nice meadow area here. Again, more garden space. This is the little shop. So they're just using it as storage and woodworking area. It does have its own breaker for the power. There is this hole here that at some point had a wood stove in here. I would say, you could make this really cute again as a little studio apartment or setup like that. But it is pretty small. The driveway does come around to the bottom here. We started up at the top of the driveway, and we do have a lot of grassy land up that way. So more garden space. This is just a gorgeous little patio. Okay, so inside we have this lovely clay tiles, and there are more clay tiles to install into the kitchen that the seller would do if you were interested and wanted to make an offer on this home. So dining area, pretty open kitchen, decent amount of cabinet space. We have a skylight here. It has some copper looking soffit to it. This flooring does have some water damage to it, so I would definitely say have them do the clay tiles. Nice big windows, lots of natural light. in the home. This wood fireplace is what they mainly heat the house with, and this stone behind it does heat up and keeps the heat in there in order to transfer throughout the rest of the house. Here we have bedroom number 1. And it does have a door directly outside. And this one is bedroom number 2. This is a closet. It could have doors on it to make it a traditional. This is the bathroom. Definitely more dated than the rest of the house. They have remodeled most everything else. There is a little tiny bit of water damage there. And in this room is where they did have the roof water leak. So this is the well expansion tank, and this is the water heater. And up here on the ceiling, we can see where this patch is at. So that is where the water had come into the house. And there is a little bit in here in this bedroom too that they haven't yet fixed. So it's right way up there by that log. Oops. You can see where there's kind of a water line. Most of the other logs they have filled with this black silicone or chinking so that you don't see that gap. So that one might have had that black, but right now it does not, and that was because they need to fix or address that water leak. Here is what you would call the master bathroom, although you can access it from the hallway and the master bedroom. Great big jetted tub. Nice big storage space. You can come in the house from this door as well. And then the shower. And then into the master bedroom. It's a really big bedroom. This is a queen bed, but there is so much space in here. Little hallway closet. This is the laundry room. And a storage room.